Oh, I hate editing. Just give me a Fiverr account and I'll get what I need from labor overseas.
But you need to try things out. Every editor has a different idea of cancel.
I'm in tantrum position, T-5, 4, 3, remembering dead Matt for real tears.
Fine, you win. I'll do your editing for you.
Tantrum revert. No, I can't forget the Matt!
Which is proof means that for us all. Up yours, children. Why does mine look like that?
Welcome to your new favourite podcast about your old favourite show. It is No Kids 3 Money, a Simpsons podcast through the lens of time. I'm one half of your host, Ned.
And I'm Matt.
Yes, you are.
Thanks.
And I'm here.
And he's back.
Cropped.
In face form. Cropped? What do you mean?
Oh, like the quality on this camera is like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like real small.
Oh, okay.
Khaki.
Yeah.
Mini keks.
Put a background behind me.
I will.
I was about to say, just like, Nazi war memorials, like pictures of Hitler doing an address. You left that way open to interpretation.
You went to Nazis immediately, so
I think that's an indictment on me,
Yeah.
more than anybody else. I blame Instagram, okay? What do we have in store for the people this week, Matt?
We have,
A good fucking episode is what we have.
yeah, all three are quite good.
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 8, season 11, episode 20, and season 21, episode 22.
Yes. Wait, 22? 21. There's 23 episodes in that season?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
the other stinky one that we watched before was 23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legit. That was fucking bad.
We'll save our hurls for later.
Yeah. Just today's season 21 episode, fucking fantastic. Probably the best one of the season.
I declare this the most.
I put it there.
Yeah. It is there.
Fuck you. Alrighty, what do you start us? Yeah, it's I'm shutting you down. Start us off with season 3, episode 8.
Yes.
Fucking Lucy.
Bruh. Hold up.
I thought she was like wisping past my hair.
That's why I gave up the pony.
You did?
Mm-hmm. There's a big dumb animal I love even more than that horse.
Oh no, what is it, a hippopotamus?
I mean you dummy.
Oh. Apu, you can take this job and restaff it.
Giddy up, Dad!
He slept, he stole, he was rude to the customers. Still, there goes the best damned employee a convenience store ever had.
All right, season 3, episode 8.
Titled
Number 8.
Synopsis. Lisa's Pony. Synopsis reads, when Lisa requires a new saxophone reed for her talent recital, she asks Homer, who immediately promises to buy her one. Although Homer breaks his promise, he makes up for it by giving Lisa the one thing she has always wanted, a pony named Princess. With a new pony in the house, Homer struggles with 2 jobs to cover the cost. Lisa, upon seeing what Homer must go through to pay for the pony, decides to sell it.
Yes. So, probably my favorite episode of season 3 so far, and probably one of the most, like, legendary episodes of all time, which I had no idea it was.
Yeah, like it wasn't on my radar at all, even like top 10 episodes, but after watching it, and yeah, we must have just been in the right state of mind, I guess, but everything hit just perfectly.
It was fucking phenomenal, man. Yeah. Like, this episode has, to not get ahead and go into my fucking final thoughts, but this episode is just full of so many, like, majorly quotable moments, like moments that have just been memed for years and years and years throughout, like, you know, the catalogue of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Do you want to start us off with some quotes, or how many have you got? 3?
Quotes, I've got 4.
Okay. You start us off then.
Breaking the barrier here. Okay. So the context is Marge crunching the numbers in how much the horse is going to cost to keep.
Yeah.
And then Homer says, well, you know, we're always buying vaccines for Maggie for diseases she doesn't even have. And then Marge says, oh, we're going to cut down on all these luxury items, just like beer. We won't be doing that.
Nah. Shuts it down. My first one is right at the start of the episode when Skinner's like giving the address at the start of the talent show. Yeah, I'd like to point out the doors are now locked, so you can't leave after your children performs.
That's so true.
Just fucking perfect. And like that in itself is like a running joke that they make a couple of times.
Yeah, Willie like welds the doors shut at one point.
At
and then
one-
they freeze shut at another point in an episode.
Yep. And then just the fact that that specific, not those specific words, but that sentiment is brought up a couple of times of like, you're not allowed to leave after your kid performs. You have to see the rest of this bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. There were so many good like acts in that talent show as well. Just abysmal.
Yes. Such as...
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
This performance is now over.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it hell.
Like it's straight cuts from Skinner and Krabappel saying something or just another scene entirely back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Homer at the bar.
Maybe, yeah.
And because it's sort of cutting between like Homer making his way to get the saxophone read and getting, waylaid at Moe's.
Yeah.
Then it just cuts straight back to kid. Yeah. And he's like standing there for like 2 or 3 seconds before he starts singing. Yeah. Just fucking great.
I'll put this in now because it came up in the cultural references part. But like one of the children at the talent show performs a song by Ding-a-Ling by Chuck Berry. According to Gene, it was a huge difficulty to clear the rights for the song so it could be used on the show.
Hold on. This is a real song?
Yeah.
Someone wrote this?
Yep.
What the fuck? Awesome.
Wonder what the album artwork is. Just that big black guy from COVID sitting on the edge of the bed.
Eeks.
Oh, fucking, no, what's his name? OG Mudbone.
Oh God.
Why do we all know that?
He's probably got 2 coffins.
Yeah.
Wonder how many relationships we ruined with that comment. There's a couple listening to it in the car and the guy laughs and like, who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
You're welcome. John Boylan, who produced the album, The Simpsons Sing the Blues, personally appealed to Berry to clear the song for them. The lyrics to My Ding-a-Ling, with their heavy innuendo, caused many radio stations to ban the song.
Chuck Berry was like popular in like the 50s and 60s, right?
Like these Ding-a-Ling music.
Earlier, even. He was like old when, like the only time I think I've seen Chuck Berry is obviously that iconic video of him performing with John Lennon and Yoko Ono being there as well. And then the sound engineers cut her fucking mic off halfway through the show because she's just making these weird bleating noises. Yeah. But he looks old in that video.
Mm.
So like, when the fuck was Chuck Berry popular? Like the 50s?
Let's Google it.
I think this still has a hyperlink. I can just click that.
No, you can't.
Born October 18th, 1926, died in 2017.
2017?
Fuck, so he's like 90 years old.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah. So yeah, in the 50s he was prominent.
There you go.
Yeah, black guy.
You didn't know Chuck Berry was a black guy?
Never seen him before in my life.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Never heard Johnny Be Good?
No.
You know, like the famous song from Back to the Future?
No.
You've seen Back to the Future, right? Or is
have.
this like an Eddie situation?
No, I have seen Back to the Future.
You know the scene where like he's at the school dance and he like plays the guitar like in front of the whole school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
remember
Johnny.
the song.
That's Johnny. B.
That's
Good.
Johnny Be Good. And the whole concept is like he played it because he knew it in the future, but then somebody
Sort of
makes the
like-
phone call and goes, hey, Chuck, listen to this.
So exactly what Family Guy did.
Yes.
With the recast.
The same scene.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, my second quote. I think it's probably the whole thing, but whatever. It's Lisa finally sort of realizing that she has to give up the pony, and she's talking to the lady that works at the stud. Or
Oh, yeah.
But this is Lisa saying, all the years I've lobbied to be treated like an adult and it's now being thrown back in my face. I thought it was just like a nice full circle moment for her of like, this is what the real world's actually like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that, like, sort of personally as well, because I've, like, sort of always felt as a kid that I didn't really get along with other kids, per se.
Yeah.
And then you sort of, you grow up and realize that, I don't know, maybe it was just me the whole time.
I don't No,
spent your childhood.
Sure, you're a jerk.
Spent your childhood going like, oh, there's something wrong with all these people, and then you get to 20 and you're like, oh no, it's me. It's me.
Getting fellas.
All right, my second quote is I'm pretty sure it's like the next scene after he sort of discovers or like figures out that he's going to go and buy the pony against Marge's wishes, and Burns is like giving out loans or something in the fucking basement of the nuclear plant. So he goes and he tries to get $5,000 from this lady, and she says, oh, I can't give you that much money.
A loan of that size.
Burns comes to the window and starts asking him about what he wants the money for, and he's like, oh, I want to buy a pony. He's like, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he alludes to him like riding it or something. And he just goes, that's it, isn't it? You're not planning to eat it. And he's like, no, I was going to give it to my daughter. He tries to say something, and Smithers is just like, shut up, Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite good. That comes up in a later moment for me too.
Okay.
There's two that I have left, and they're basically in the same scene. So context-wise, Homer's working in the Quickie Mart, and Bart has like coined on to the fact that he is. And you don't see it, but Homer's standing there with his eyes like pink, and you hear in the background, hey, Pink Hat, where's that squishy?
Yeah, that's right.
Bart's hounding him. Yes, sir. Coming right up, sir. Oh, it was good.
And what's the next one?
The main one at the end of the episode where we like
Oh, yeah.
both started saying it together. He slept, he stole, he was rude to the customers, but still, there goes the best damned employee a convenience store ever had.
Just the worst trait you could possibly attribute to somebody working in that situation.
Yeah.
He sucked.
That's also like all convenience store workers, though.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
time somehow.
Continuing that theme, I'll go on to my third quote, which is Homer's like walked outside or walked into the garage to like fake that he's going on a walk or some shit, and he's actually going to work. So he's fallen asleep on the steering wheel, and Marge starts explaining to Lisa that he's had to take a second job to afford the pony. And Bart's all really concerned at the start. He's like, oh, the poor guy, where's he working? And she's like, the Quickie Mart. He's like, nah, just starts piercing himself laughing in his face.
Oh, that's so good. Like, whatever little pride Bart still had in Homer is just
gone.
Completely vanished in that 1 second. So good.
That was a great scene.
Yeah.
But speaking of scenes, we move on to our scenes and moments.
Yeah.
You already spoke about one of mine, so I've only got two more left.
Okay. I've got two as well, so that makes...
Marge just appearing out of thin air on the couch. So, like, this Homer's sitting there. I think he's either, like, taking the test or something. Oh, he's watching something on TV that's making him feel a certain way. And, like, there's a shot before it where there's no one else on the couch with him, and then all of a sudden it pans back to the TV and then pans back, and Marge is just, like, right fucking there.
It's probably, like, to do with the scene that I have. But
Okay.
Continue.
It just threw me off.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the fuck? She wasn't there, and now all of a sudden she's just... It's like she was just there the whole time.
Yeah. Just
Very
drawn in
strange.
Very crudely.
Yes.
So my scene was, like, the Lisa's baby tape that Homer's watching back.
Oh, yeah.
Realizes that...
Oh, yeah, that's what he's watching, yeah.
Yeah. So it's, like, Lisa's first steps, and Marge is filming it, and she goes to Homer, Homer, are you watching? He's like, you taping it? Yes, I'll watch it later. And he's just watching TV.
Yeah.
Just like nothing.
Yeah, then Lisa walks like in front of the screen. It looks like he's going to pick her up and be like a proper father, and he just puts her to the
He
side.
picks her up with the straightest face, and then puts her to the side with the straightest face. Just, like, doesn't blink.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. The second part is like Lisa's first words that like, Dad, 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 Dad. Like sitting at the dinner table, and it pans across, and Homer's just choking Bart.
Yeah. Please, Marge, I'm busy.
Yeah. I just thought it was a really good way to like show Homer's ignorance without just saying it.
Yeah.
Like they could have had any sort of dialogue, but instead they showed the baby tapes of just Homer just being a distant father, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you got?
That was it.
That was it?
I got another one.
Okay.
You want me to do mine?
Yeah.
It was wasn't a dream sequence, but Homer was asleep at the wheel dreaming.
Yep.
So like one of the best drawn scenes for an early season, in my opinion. So it's like Homer falling asleep while he's driving, and then like he closes his eyes and they open back up, and there's like just beds driving down the road with that nice sort of ethereal music playing in the background.
Yeah, it's just called like Sleepy Land or something like that. Yeah.
I think that actually is in the cultural references too, so I'll get to that after this. And then like yeah, it just looks like the most pleasant sleep of his life.
Yeah, it made me tired watching it.
Yeah. And drives off the end of the road, and you can see his car dip off, and then gets picked back up by angels, and they like throw him up towards the moon.
Yep.
And like kiss him goodbye and stuff. Floats past the moon winks at him. I just thought it was a good transition right at the end where it comes from that dream back to reality, and he's like
asleep
at the wheel, and there's like a picket fence stuck to his tire, and he somehow just pulls into his house and drives through the garage
into the shelf.
Yeah.
And starts walking, all the shit starts falling off the shelf and hitting him in the head.
Like a fucking drop saw.
A power saw, then like a fucking toolbox or something like that.
Yeah. I think that was just really well made, especially for its time.
No, you're right. It's very well done and very smoothly animated.
Yeah. And it was referencing like he dreams that he's in Slumberland, drawn in the style of Winsor McKay's Little Nemo in Slumberland. An instrumental cover of the Beatles version Golden Slumbers plays during the sequence.
Yeah. Oh. No idea.
I'll click the hyperlink.
Little Nemo is like a series of like children's books.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I got neglected as a kid.
I'm sure that you've got this written down, but my last scene is like kind of just a quote, but it's also like you could say that it's like a moment because it's just so fucking jarring. So Lisa's riding the pony around and like showing off to a bunch of her school friends.
Yeah.
And I should have written down the line before it because what does the first kid say? Something about like she's really tamed that horse. And then Ralph is sitting there and then just in the most normal voice that isn't Ralph's whatsoever. It's just so strange. Yes, but what man can tame her?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
was
what the
Nelson.
fuck?
It was Nelson's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both voiced by Nancy Cartwright.
But I feel like Ralph's voice had been established at this point in time.
It had.
Yeah.
But they do that weird like drawing style for Ralph occasionally when they're like they want to fuck with you where it's like a sort of egg-shaped head with his hair coming off further rather than like his hair right against his head.
Doesn't he
Yeah.
have a different colored shirt in that scene as well?
No, he's wearing a brown pants and a blue shirt, which is what he usually wears.
Okay.
But you're right. His head is like differently shaped. His head's usually shaped a bit more like a pumpkin.
Blumpkin.
Yeah.
Blumpkin.
Where'd you go, my little Blumpkin eater?
Wait, is it this one? Wait.
Where'd you go, my little pumpkin eater?
But yeah, it's just so fucking, and it's obviously attributed to the whole things are released in a different order than what they're animated. So Ralph's voice has been on screen before this point in time, so that's why we feel weird about it. But it was just so fucking strange.
And like to put the contrast in perspective, like that dream sequence we were just talking about was so well animated, and then you get that scene with Ralph in the exact same episode.
This looks terrible.
Yeah. Rush back from Korea or wherever
Yeah.
they can ship their things off to.
Have you got any more scenes, or are we on to cultural references and stuff now?
I thought Ralph's first appearance was with with Mayor Quimby.
That's this week as well.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's in the TV again.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No more scenes. I've got one through line, and
Really?
Yeah.
To what?
So it was when Homer was applying for the loan, and Burnsy comes to the window, and the first thing he says is "Simpson, eh?" More of like a whole series through line of Burns not remembering who Homer is.
Right.
Again. And then cultural references was just the Godfather one.
Yeah.
That they've done a few times now
Yeah.
with the horse's head in the bed.
Which, Yardley Smith does such a good, like, fucking
Scream.
terrified scream. It's so, like, jarring when you hear it. It kind of takes you out of the fact that you're watching a kid's show for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's a very, like, interesting vocal tone that she uses there. And I suppose it's also just sort of due to, like, if you've listened to her talk, her voice is...
Listen to a twerk.
Listen to her talk. Her voice is probably the most similar to the actual character
Yeah.
as opposed to all of the other people. Like, you could say that, like, Harry Shearer's voice is, like, kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of his other characters, same as, like, Dan Castellaneta. Although I suppose Julie Kavanagh does sort of sound like Marge a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she sounds pretty much exactly like Lisa. She only puts a little bit of an inflection on her voice or raises it a little bit higher to actually hit that tone.
Yeah. Do you have any through lines or cultural references?
No, I got nothing up until my final thoughts.
I've got one new segment. It's a quick segment. So words you can't hear the same anymore, aka words the Simpsons has ruined for life. So we've probably touched on this in previous episodes where once you hear something, your brain triggers whatever. So what has been ruined for me was the scene where Homer is trying to win money instead of getting a new job, and he gets a lottery ticket and Liberty Bell, and then fakes that he's got a third Liberty Bell.
Yep.
Apu takes the ticket off him and he's like, oh, Cherry. I can never hear Cherry the same anymore.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure some will come up. There's words that you just cannot fucking hear any differently.
I've got another one in the season 11 episode we'll cover next.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't even know what that would be.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Chief Wiggum.
Oh. Nope, I got no idea then. Have you got anything else or final thoughts?
Yeah. No, I've got reviews. That's it.
Oh, yeah, we'll go reviews first, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Two new people here. Cinema Blend's Bryce Wilson called Lisa's Pony one of the best Lisa episodes and added that the only words to describe it are funny as hell.
Yep.
Quite good. Quite straight to the point. Bill Gabron, I think we've heard of this guy, of DVD Verdict said Lisa's Pony is a priceless part of the show because of its meshing of old storylines with new experiences combined with some of the best jokes in the series. Gabron gave the episode a perfect score of 100.
Ooh. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like watching the episode is, I can't recommend it highly enough.
This is the first time I can actually, agree with both of the reviewers.
Do you want to hear what Colin Jacobson had to say?
Do we have to?
It's long. DVD movie guides. Colin Jacobson, however.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You've got to be kidding me, man.
I haven't read it, so this is new to me too. Gave the episode a less positive review, commenting episodes in which Homer has to redeem himself to others aren't a rarity, and Lisa's Pony falls in the middle of that genre's pack. Homer's escapades at the Quickie Mart definitely add life to the proceedings, and some of his other antics make the show good. I like Lisa's Pony, but don't consider it to offer a great program. According to Greg Suarez of the Digital Bits, Lisa's Pony is considered a fan favorite in a list of the show's top 10 episodes compiled by the webmaster of the fan site, The Simpsons Archive. The episode was listed in 7th place. Paul Cantor, a professor of English at the University of Virginia, utilized Lisa's Pony as an example that The Simpsons does not promote negative morals and values, which some critics have criticized the show for. I didn't realize there was 3 in there, but yeah.
3 what?
Like 3 different people's reviews. So Colin's one ended it, not considering it a great program.
Hey, what are you doing?
But yet another episode that's been used in a university context.
I'm slowly just running out of things to insult these people about. How, I'm kind of lost for words.
Joyless.
That was one of the most phenomenal episodes of The Simpsons I've ever watched. Probably hits the top 10.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. You are just doing this for the sake of it now. It's come to the point now that I'm not even going to waste energy on this shit.
You will.
No, I don't have anything else to say. What can you argue with there?
Yeah.
What fucking contrary point can you make?
Yeah.
He's just searching for shit.
Like
you can tell that this cunt is a terrible husband and father. 100%. Just no one likes him in his personal life. He's that guy that turns up to events and people are just like, fuck, Colin's here. Jesus Christ. Why? Who invited him?
I'm not going to put any energy into this. Fuck this cunt. Dead be dead.
I mean, anymore. It's just you can't argue with stupid.
Yeah.
You really can't.
I think he's just a contrarian, man.
Yeah, but there's a difference in between being a contrarian and just being a fucking idiot. You can be a contrarian in a smart way that actually challenges people's ideas instead of just going, this is bad because of these things.
He doesn't ever pinpoint what he didn't like. He
No.
says, this was bad, but this is what I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just never infers anything bad about the episode.
Never elaborates.
His
He
first-
doesn't like it.
His first point is just ridiculous. Like, oh, these episodes where Homer needs to redeem himself. Oh, you mean like the entire basis of his character?
Yeah.
Like, pretty much what a lot of the show is based on. These are lazy.
You know when
What?
they, like,
It's just a
make a good plot and then just redo it even better each time?
How about you write a fucking script?
It's just a sitcom trope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like that's all these sort of earlier episodes borrow a lot of that foundation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Just because that's just what the show is.
But this is why I can't take him seriously, because I guarantee you at the end of the episode, like, yeah, season 21 episode was very good, but he's going to give it a glowing fucking review. And he'll probably do the same next week as well. There is no consistency in between what he's fucking doing. You can't take one of the most, like, well-regarded episodes of all time, like we listened to in those first 2 reviews, glowing reviews, and say that this is bad and don't give any reasons why it's bad. Then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, give no reasons as to why these obviously fucking pile of shit episodes are good. You are not good at your job, and I don't understand how you have been hired for so long to do it.
Sounds like he just needs a bidet up to do it.
It's just fucking, like, it's just, like, tiring at this point in time. Wouldn't you be fucking, like, miserable?
Sounds like he needs a Blumpkin.
It sounds like we need to move on to the next episode.
Where'd you go, my little pumpkin eater?
Oh, Mom, I want to be a dancer.
That's wonderful, honey. We should ask your father, though. Where is he anyway?
Now, homie, when we get to the liquor store, buy me some Jack Daniels and a carton of smokes.
Yes, dear.
Final thoughts. It's good.
All right.
Stimulate the economy by buying an American car. One of these days, Alice. One of these days.
Do I dare press one of these buttons?
I fucking love trains!
Good to hear from Grace.
Season 11, episode 18?
20.
20.
Hit me. 21. Hit me. Sir, hit me. That's 30. Hit me. All right. Titled Last Tap Dance in Springfield. Synopsis reads, inspired by a movie about a girl who enters a tango contest and wins, Lisa decides to sign up for dance lessons and ends up taking tap lessons from a former child star. However, she is the worst dancer of her class and is not allowed to perform. Professor Frink helps her by giving her a set of automatic tap dancing shoes, but when they malfunction, Homer saves her by tripping her. Meanwhile, Bart and Milhouse hide out at the mall to escape going to summer camp. When they create a mess, the mall manager concludes it's the work of a giant rat. A puma is released to catch it, but the boys use a ball of yarn to distract it and escape.
The lion.
Yeah, it is. It's mountain lion.
Yeah.
That is a puma. The same thing.
What?
Yeah.
Police. Cops.
Why differentiate?
Man, Americans are stupid, bro.
Ever heard of the metric system? Didn't think so.
Literally the only fucking country in the world that uses their fucking system.
Yeah. All right. Quotes. I've got 2. Might be one of my favorite quotes of all time. Do you want me to kick us off?
Yeah.
All right. Now, homie, when we get to the liquor store, buy me some Jack Daniels and a carton of smokes. Yes, dear.
Did you also notice in the back of that scene that for some reason Jimbo's wearing like a brown beanie as opposed to a purple one?
Nah, I didn't look.
Fucking weird.
Strange.
Yeah. I never noticed it. And I think it's because I knew the scene was coming up that I was like sort of automatically not focused on it. But I was just sitting there the whole time like, why the fuck is his beanie brown? And it's like a shit coloured brown too. It's the worst. You couldn't pick a worse colour.
Yeah. Just skid mark brown.
Maybe it's the comparison of the sky behind his head or something. But even then, it's like purple stands out. It just makes no sense to me.
It's 100% just an animation error.
Yeah, probably.
This is still in the era where the show is hand drawn. Like, there's heaps of inconsistencies in color.
Yeah.
Across the entire series.
True. What do you got?
Well, yeah, before that, when like that initial scene where they're trying to convince Homer that he needs glasses or laser eye surgery, and he's throwing what he thinks is Maggie up in the air. He's going like, wee! And Lisa walks up to him. He's like, Dad, I've got Maggie. He's like, who said that?
Got the monobrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only can he not see, he just doesn't recognize his daughter's voice.
Not at all. Which I didn't really think about, but is kind of a nice through line to the last episode.
Oh, like a Homer and Lisa.
Just him being a distant father, not understanding his own daughter's voice.
Yeah. I think I might have had that in through lines. Yeah, 2 Lisa-centered episodes in a row.
Well, that's in my final thoughts, but yeah. And 2 good Lisa episodes in a row.
Mm. And she wasn't, I was going to say she wasn't mentioned in the synopsis, but she was heavily.
Some girl, I guess.
Lurser.
And the rest.
Well, I'll go again because I've got 3 and you've got 2.
Yeah.
It's just fucking one of those quotes that would never come up in real life, really, because it's not like there's not that many instances that would, like, unless you're in a fucking Mexican restaurant. But the scene in the movie where they're making fun of Mexican Millhouse, or Lisa makes some comment about, oh, she's not pretty, she's just gonna have to settle for some Mexican Millhouse. And anyway, like, they go through like the little montage of her taking her glasses off, and she's actually very beautiful.
Hair unraveling.
Cuts to a Mexican Millhouse. Que mero, once again I'm a sugar my own churro.
Oh man, I love how they use
just like love jacking off jokes.
Yeah. Like the innuendo from the ding-a-ling bit.
Yeah.
Last episode 2, that could be a through line.
Cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
Big veins.
What's your second one?
My second one is, I think it's the little Vicky says it. It's just when they're about to start performing, and she's like, all right, we need big smiles out there. Now, line up for dimpling. Now, this may hurt a lot. Who am I kidding? May.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is that thing? Is that a real thing?
I don't know. Probably not.
Can't be.
Like a miniature nail gun.
Probably not.
No. Can't imagine you'd be allowed to do that to children.
I mean, but it's one of those things. It's like they're inferring that she was in movies in like the 40s and 50s in the context of the show. Yeah. Maybe something like that did exist. I wonder.
They got Lenny.
No Kids 3 Money at podcast@gmail.com. Right in.
This is the worst day of my life.
Last quote I've got is when they're at the show specifically, and then Lisa comes out because she's got the automatic tapping machine or shoes or whatever the fuck she's got on, and Marge makes a comment about like how she's doing really well. Homer goes, yeah, that pressure we put on her really paid off. Just the worst fucking thing you could say as a parent.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you could think as a parent, really.
And just that like blissful ignorance of going, oh, well, my kid's doing this, so I'm going to be praising them and proud of them no matter what they say.
Even though I completely understand that I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah. And that happened in an earlier scene too, where like Lisa comes in real dejected and like slumped over, and Marge and Homer are both just trying to like I don't know, get her up and in better spirits. Like, there's my little star, blah, blah, blah. And basically saying to Lisa, like, we love you because of this.
Yeah, that's right.
Hobby of yours.
And she's like walking, and Marge says something about like, dig that crazy too. And she's like, I'm just walking.
Yeah. She does like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrific.
That's right. Then she walks out of the room. She's making the same noise, and Homer's like, what's that terrible noise?
Is that the furnace? Oh, it's me.
Oh.
Yeah. Quite good. I got 2 scenes that I quite like.
I'm reading through my like seats, and I know the beat that you were going to bring up earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you go, because it's probably just going to be the exact same one.
The first one is just like the entire mall scene with Bart and Milhouse.
Yeah.
So, like
the original one where they're talking about the rat, or or where they're like doing the montage of them in the mall.
Montage of them in the mall, just like running an absolute muck. So they got off the bus to school camp because Nelson was just going to pound them all week. And then, like...
Pound, eh?
As they sort of arrive to the mall, Bart is saying to Milhouse, my dad always told me this is the best place to hide out if you need a week out somewhere. It has like a thought bubble of Homer pretty much saying that.
For a day or a week, there's no place like the mall.
Yeah, but Bart doesn't like mouth that at all and starts sprinting, and Milhouse's like, wait,
what did he say?
And then just when they realized that they were going to be stuck in the mall overnight, and it's like, attention shoppers, the mall is now closed, and just like fucking barricades come down on all the shops.
Yeah,
it's like that doesn't happen. And then as they are looking for a place to hide, they go into like a vent and then fall out into like the best place they could have, just like a fucking lolly shop essentially. And then just rolling the bins down the mall strip and
having shoe fights
and taking the blow up boat down the escalator. Like just something every kid would think of to do.
Probably wouldn't have thought of that unless The Simpsons showed me, to be honest.
I don't know. I might have.
I watched one of my childhood friends get their foot nearly caught in one of those things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Traumatizing.
I bet.
Well, yeah, but one of my scenes we've already spoken about, like the yes dear thing, because it's just phenomenal. Like you can't watch this episode and not have that just stuck in your fucking memory.
Yeah.
But the other part, which I'm sure you've also got written down, is that next scene in the mall where the cops have been brought in and they're set up they think it's a giant rat that they're trying to catch, so they just set up an anvil and a fucking plate of cheese like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Wiggum's standing there and he's just like, nah, you reckon I could get that cheese for that anvil falls down? He was like, I don't know, Chief. I like those odds. He pulls the cheese out and he doesn't move. He just pulls it out and like goes to put it to his face, not even considering the fact that it's like the anvil's coming.
Yeah, absolutely fucking decapitates him.
But then it gets even better, which I haven't even written down, because they then go from there to like, oh, we should probably bring in the lion kind of thing. It cuts. It's 2 seconds. There's another plate of cheese, another anvil. The lion comes out, grabs the cheese, gets smashed by the anvil. You want to get the backup line, Chief?
Yeah, that line that you said, the Chief Wiggum one, was the words you can't hear the same anymore.
Yeah, so I like those odds.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. It could probably also intertwine with the Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh,
yeah,
classic.
true.
Classic, bro.
They both remind me of a similar thing.
What's this button do?
Real men don't rape? Oh shit! Must have been
Totally unnecessary. Ball and riff at the end of it. Oh, man.
That's new age racism for you.
My second scene was after like Lisa's self-tapping shoes have been found out, essentially. Like everyone's clapping after the performance and whatnot. So like little Vicky's trying to upstage all the kids, and Lisa's shoes have a mind of her own.
Mm-hmm.
Like she competes fucking like for like with her, and then ends up like running mad into the crowd because she can't control it. Homer trips her over, and then little Vicky's like getting up her about having these self-tapping shoes and whatnot, and how like against dance that is. And fucking Frink goes, oh, hold on a second, these shoes weren't even turned on. And Lisa's like, so you're telling me it was me that was dancing? Like she's all real up and happy about it. And then Homer comes in, no, they say on, right here, on. Like putting it in her face.
Yeah.
She's real dejected again. And then
I was trying to spare the girl's feelings, you insensitive clod.
Oh, if I look a little closer. Yeah. Just two real insensitive Homer episodes in a row too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, hang on, isn't he shown to be pretty fucking like insensitive in the third one as well?
Yeah.
Actually, no, he doesn't really feature that much in the third one now that I think about it.
The only scene I can remember with Homer in it is the taco thing, because they're
oh yeah,
going
that's
to try
right.
and save Bart from being murdered.
Yeah.
I guess he is quite insensitive in
I
that regard.
suppose, yeah. I've only got through line and final thoughts. What do you got?
I've got one through line of when the mountain lion starts chasing Barton Millhouse for a split second, you see a sign for the Leftorium.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that. Yeah.
Like, we haven't seen that in ages, and we've covered the Leftorium episode, so it was early season 3.
Yeah, true. My only through line is the fact that like they just make the same joke of sort of, I suppose, if you look at the last episode, and it's like a lot of the concept was Homer just being completely fucking exhausted and falling asleep at like the drop of a fucking hat. As soon as he goes into the eye test and she turns the lights off, he instantly falls asleep.
True.
It's like, wake up.
It's like a hangover from the season 3 episode. I like that.
And it's one of those, like, it's always just a big question that I have of like whether the writers are going back and looking at that and going, is this a reference, or is it just the fact that it's so intrinsic within his character that I don't know.
Yeah. Reach out.
Yeah.
Boyd. Scream.
All right, let's hear some reviews.
Where'd you go, my little pumpkin eater?
There was only one review on this episode.
I can't remember what the rest of them do now.
I don't know what this one is, but I'll wait for later.
Okay.
I've got a vague idea.
While reviewing the 11th season of The Simpsons, DVD Movie Guide's Colin Jacobson commented that neither the plot involving Lisa nor the subplot featuring Barton Millhouse excels, but that the latter is the superior of the two plots. He added that we get some decent laughs from both of them, and that's about it.
Who's we?
Kind of positive? Sort
He
of?
started out by saying that he didn't like it yet again.
What a surprise.
Does he enjoy anything? He's just a joyless fuck. Like he fucking lives in like a monotone house. Like
He lives in purgatory.
Oh,
by the sounds of it.
yeah.
Only owns grey clothing. I have no strong feelings one way or the other. Tell my wife. Hello. Anyway, let's move on. I'm not wasting any more fucking energy on that cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, you got any other reviews?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that literally the only review?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's trying to piss me off.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. All right. Very solid episode. Both stories ran very nicely along one another. Lots of heavily quotable moments. 2 good Lisa episodes in a row is rare, as she usually tends to be used as more of a political mouthpiece for the show. So it's actually really nice in these last 2 episodes to see instances of her just being a child.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that like she doesn't shine as a political mouthpiece, but like just the fact that they can actually, you know, give her those episodes where it's like she's a kid. She's just going to act like a kid, have those regular impulses. They try and make her character far too mature sometimes for my liking. It's one of those things. Obviously, she's very highly intelligent. Somebody that is that highly intelligent as an 8-year-old would be very mature. But it's just, yeah, it's nice to see the juxtaposition of like her being this one way and then the last 2 weeks just actually acting like a kid.
Yeah.
And having those experiences.
Like every time she tries to be an adult, it backfires on her, or she just gets made to feel like shit. So
what was the line that you brought up in the first episode?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That one.
Exactly. Like they
Whatever that line was.
Insert line here.
They encapsulate that perfectly. Like, I can't remember exactly, but she alludes to the fact of like she's now cursed with being treated like an adult.
Yeah. All the years I've lobbied to be treated like an adult, and now it's being thrown back in my face.
Yeah.
Rule of threes.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna do to you what you should have done to my son a long time ago.
I'm not Sideshow Bob. I'm the real Walt Warren.
But that's impossible. If you're the real Walt Warren, who's taking our son to the baseball game right now?
You missed the turnoff, Mr. Warren.
You don't have to call me Mr. Warren anymore. You see, Bart, you were right all along. I am Sideshow Bob.
Season 21, episode 22.
You need a clap sync or just...
No, probably
Real
not.
men don't rape.
If we're just going to go straight into it.
Must have been a...
Again, because I have to cut it.
I hope you're out there, Nettie.
Real men.
Were you on screen?
No.
then it's not helping.
You'll get the audio in the waveform.
Not on
Checking
that.
black
No.
box. 1, 2.
All right, just clap sync us.
There's so many times like that where like I'll clap sync and I just won't be on screen and I'm like, fuck! I'll speak all you hear is clapping and it's just you. I'm like, I'm gonna try and find an actual word that it's like, okay, he's saying that word.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Match it up to the lips.
Fuck.
All right. This is the second
It'll be great when I go deaf in 10 years.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the... You said you could read lips, and I assumed I could. This is the second last episode of season 21, titled The Bob Next Door. Synopsis reads, Bart becomes convinced that their new neighbor, Walt Warren, is Sideshow Bob in disguise. Marge does not believe him and personally takes Bart to the Springfield Maximum Security Prison to prove it. Bart is reassured until the neighbor reveals to Bart that he truly is Sideshow Bob. He kidnaps Bart and tries a way to kill him. The fake Bob escapes prison and explains to the Simpsons that Bob forced him to switch faces so he could be released with the other low-level criminals. Walt goes after Bart and arrives as Bob struggles to kill Bart. Walt and Bob fight until the police arrive.
Once again, another one of those typical season 21 synopsises that is just like way too much information.
Yeah, well, tells you everything you need to know.
Literally, context for the entire episode. Like we said at the start, this was a very good episode, but I feel like regardless of whether it's a good season 21 episode or not, there's just not a lot of moments to actually attach yourself to. So I have 3 quotes, but I don't have anything else other than that.
It's an episode that you should just watch because, like, we probably won't do it any justice explaining what we liked about it as much because we've only seen it once as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I would watch it. Like, I would put it on before some season 11 episodes.
I feel like I might even start this little bit with my final thoughts because it's just the best way to explain it, in my opinion. It's a very good episode for season 21, but I think most of the Sideshow Bob episodes are generally good because it's a different style of story. The thriller style of storytelling isn't something we usually get in The Simpsons, but it was surrounded by surprisingly good jokes, none of which lingered or made me violently angry, so it's a win in my books.
Carl and Jay get some level angry? Or start referring to it as that.
But yeah, like I feel like you could take all of the Sideshow Bob episodes that exist kind of, because he only comes in like once every 2 or 3 seasons or something like that.
There's like less than 20 Sideshow Bob episodes in it.
They use him quite sparingly, and the episodes that he's in, like I said, do have that different flavor because it's just this constant theme of he's trying to kill Bart. How is he trying to do it?
Yeah.
So it gives you a different lens to look at the show through because you're actually trying to be investigated. Like, obviously, it's not a fucking big budget thriller movie that you actually have to think about, but there is little things. Like if you're watching that episode for the first time, obviously the whole time you're sitting there going, this is obviously Sideshow Bob, but I don't know how it is or like how he's managed to do this kind of thing. So you are thinking as opposed to another, like the last episode that we watched where you're just watching it for the sake of watching it.
Yeah.
What were we watching it?
I wasn't really.
My brain turned off.
Next week's episode sucks in this time slot. So
fuck.
Get ready.
Are you ready to laugh? That poor dog.
Let's
Yell at the big rat, because he's the big rat, which inevitably results in mass genocide.
What the fuck is that?
You haven't seen that?
Wait.
Yell at the big rat, because he's the big rat, which inevitably results in mass genocide. Which is what a rabbit would do. You're such an
Have
idiot.
you not seen that video?
What is it?
Why is my Instagram just for me? Like,
that's the algorithm.
You haven't seen that Jordan Peterson Super Cup where it's just a bunch, it's obviously like over several hours of him making a speech, but it's just they cut together all the parts of him talking weirdly about his like animal analogies and shit. It's just him for like a minute just going like the rat does this and the rat does that and the lobster does this, and then right at the end, and that's what a rabbit would do because he's just has these weird ass fucking analogies of like animal behavior that he relates to human life. You've never seen that?
What does an animal actually do? Like, what does that actually mean?
Really big chew.
Or my favorite, which goes back to the conversation we were having before the episode. Have you seen the video of that dude that does like what it would look like of Jordan Peterson trying to explain SpongeBob SquarePants? It's fucking fantastic. We'll have to watch it after this.
Okay.
Anyway.
What is a sponge on a human level?
Such a wiener, dude. I can't stand him.
Terrible.
Start with quotes.
Well, yeah, that's all I got. So
cool.
I got 3 quotes in one scene, but it's a moment.
Okay, cool. I've got like 2 1/4 quotes.
Okay.
So you start.
Okay.
That's you, Ned.
Alrighty. So like just before Bob actually like buys the house next to them and turns up, there's like a montage scene of it sort of pans through Springfield and there's just heaps of for sale signs and everybody's like leaving, and then the house next to the Simpsons, a car pulls out of the driveway, or a moving truck pulls out of the driveway, and Lisa goes, "Another Springfield family moved to Detroit for a better life." Detroit's a fucking hellhole. You can't drink the water in like Detroit.
Steel City, so
You can't have shit in Detroit. Have you not seen that meme?
What?
Where it's like the guy is like, he's like left his house and he lives in like a like brownstone apartment building. He's like, came back to my house after work. Somebody stole my stairs. And it's like, and it's like the stairwell leading up to his house. And he's like, I can't have shit in Detroit.
Dude. Or like I've been following this dude on Instagram and watching a bunch of his videos. He just bought a fucking car factory. Like bought it. Not a big Instagram or anything. Like doesn't have endless fucking resources, but that shows you just how like crumbling an economy it is. It's like a fucking like it's got like 4 giant fucking factories attached to it, and this dude just fucking bought it off the government. No worries.
You know, in some neighborhoods there, people just leave the windows and the boots of their cars open so the windows don't get smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
it's fucked.
Yeah.
Like
so it's like, yeah, you can just like go through my car. That's fine. Just don't smash the windows.
Lower than poverty.
Like imagine 8 Mile, but like 10 times worse. That's what Detroit is like now. It's just been getting worse and worse over time.
So quite a good joke by the Simpsons.
Yes.
My first quote is when Marge takes Bart to like reassure him that Sideshow Bob's still in prison, and the guard like says out loud to the prisoners like, "There's a lady coming through, so like watch what you say." Blah blah blah.
Pretty lady coming through.
Yeah.
Strapless dress.
If you were my wife, I never would have killed you. I love the dark humor that season 21 has adopted. I think that's probably the saving grace for some poor episodes, but this was like
I think it's super
really good.
I think it's super hit and miss.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like sometimes they like nail it. When it's something like that, I think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or it just like falls totally flat and it's awful.
Because it's like it's got to have context to it, and that was a good time to say that line.
That also feels like a joke that would have fit into an earlier season of The Simpsons as well. Like it's not super dark, but it's not.
It's dark, but it's not front-loaded dark, if you get what I mean. Like if you were to put that joke in a Family Guy concept, they would just say it as it is.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's still a little bit of ambiguity to that statement of if you were my, like even though it's just a very like black and white thing, it still feels like there's a bit of mystery to it. Whereas other shows would just flat out say something more offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads me into my next quote. It's a perfect example of this. When Walt breaks out of prison and he's made it to the Simpsons house, he's going through that like memory of like explaining him and Bob were cellmates, and Bob's reading like an advanced plastic surgery book and then leans down with, what the fuck is that called? It's like a it's called like a caliper or something like that that they use. It's like that big thing. It's just like 2 hooks that extend out, and he's using it to measure his face. And he says, "Say, Bob, why are you always measuring my face while I'm asleep?" And he's like, "Just passing the time." And he goes, "Well, I guess it beats what the last guy did."
That was my other quote as well.
Walt got
God. Through line for every episode this week is just cock. Just ramrods.
But yeah, that's just a perfect example of that. It's like he doesn't specifically need to say the act, just alludes to it, and it's dark.
People know what it means.
But it has its effect.
Yeah, that was my exact second quote. My last.
You saw my quote.
My last one was when like Sideshow Bob moves out of the next door to the Simpsons house, and they're like, "Oh, I wonder who's going to move in next." And then it's just like another Flanders lookalike.
Spanish Flanders.
One of Flanders' cousins or something like that. And just they're switching like Flanderisms to each other, and one of them that Ned says is just the Spanish Ned goes, "Oh, how rotten tart, fantastic times too." It's just so stupid, but I just love the Flanders chat. It's so good.
There's something like musical about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
it's annoying and satisfying at the same time.
They're in their own little world, and like if they were real people, you would not stand them for a fucking second. But you know that they would always be there if you needed them still. Even if you were the biggest cunt of all time to them forever, like they would still help you.
Well, I think that's shown, not to jump too far ahead, but it's shown sort of nicely, because I haven't got it written down, in the first episode from next week, where like that very last scene, Homer's running out and he's trying to find like a father to talk to about parenting. And like Flanders comes up to the window, he essentially tells him to fuck off, and then instantly he's like, no, I need you. And Flanders is like, okay. Yeah. It's a perfect example of that. And I'm surprised that you didn't have this last one written down, because it was actually really fucking good. So after Bob has abducted Bart, he's taken him to he's got him taped up in the fucking passenger seat. But he's gone to like a diner to have like a meal before he goes and commits this murder. And the waitress is hitting on him. She goes to like pull what she thinks is a loose thread off of his collar, but it turns out to be a thread holding his face on. Yeah. So his face falls off. He like ties it back up with a belt. Then Walt turns up with the Simpsons, gets left there because they think Bob's going to Mexico, which is where we get that thing where Homer's ordering a taco that we spoke about before. Yep. But yeah, Walt's convinced that Bob's going through with the plan at the 5 corners of the states or whatever it is. So he says something to the waitress about like, did you see somebody with this face go in this direction? She's like, yeah. And then notices that he's also got a loose thread, pulls it, his fucking face falls off. He runs off and she's like, oh, the good men are either gay or have no face.
Yeah, the desperate fucking waitress in the middle of nowhere.
Miserable.
Yeah. I've got, one of my scenes was Bob's face getting peeled off. So, like, for the cultural reference, this movie is parodying Face Off.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Swapped faces. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, you're swapping my faces.
I like that.
One of my other ones was just a very quick moment, but like simple and effective. So when Bob in his disguise is trying to tell Bart that he is actually Sideshow Bob, he like takes his shoes off and his feet unfold.
Yeah.
Shoes. So like they're regular size shoes and Bob's feet are just fucking tucked under each other. I just thought that was a really cool way to show his legitimacy, I guess.
And also sort of feeds back into the whole concept of like he was a fucking sideshow character back in the day. So it would make sense that he is weird of like capable of some weird like body modification stuff like that.
Yeah. And like to counter that point, Walt proves that he's not Sideshow Bob by taking off Bob's shoes and he's got regular size feet.
Yeah.
So that worked really well. I've got one more scene, but do you have any other scenes?
I've only got a moment, and it's just the fact that like it's a constant running gag of El Barto being written everywhere. It's written on the inside of the wall of the prison.
Yeah. I noticed that when Walt was escaping. Yeah, that was cool. My other scene is when like Bob in disguise as Walt is getting let out of prison for like the low-level criminals being released. I think it was because Mayor Quimby's first episode was this episode. That's one of his things why he's releasing them.
Yep.
So like you get all your belongings back when you leave prison.
Oh yeah.
And the prison guard's like keys, cell phone, $143,000, and just wads of cash. And Bob's like sort of looking up at him, going, "Oh yeah." And then the prison guy goes, "It was only $27,000 when you came in, but we invested well."
Yeah.
Then he tries to give him a tip. He's like, "Oh no, we don't take any."
This is against the rules.
Yeah, I fucking loved that. That was so like.
Which I actually think that's a fucking like. If somebody's got like $27,000, that's probably like proceeds of crime.
Oh yeah.
So
in cash too.
A cop then using that money to invest would be a bigger crime, right?
Yeah.
Like embezzlement.
Well, it's also tampering with evidence and a whole bunch of other things.
There's a lot of things that go into that.
But I like that this episode breaks that trend of the season 21 episodes just being all awful.
Yeah.
And just like really poorly written, like no punchline to any joke.
Yep.
And it's like we keep consistently sort of getting a flavor of like older season, like tone and writing back.
Yeah.
Well, like it's good. Yeah, it is good. But I think, in
Like,
my opinion,
in the comparison to every other episode in this season, it is a huge bar of quality.
Yeah.
Better than everything else.
But that's what makes me hate the other episodes more, because it's like, if they're still capable of this, not that they have to do it every single time, but how do you miss, like, there's 23 episodes, how are 3 of them good?
Yeah. That really begs the question.
Yeah.
We should probably just look into like who the writers of the episodes are and see if they
think
like
that's
their hit or miss ratio.
I feel like that is what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's like probably had like a different producer or a different writer.
Yeah. So if you're someone that's listened to all our episodes, do that for us. 'Cause
Please.
We're not going to.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's Colin got to say about this one so I can go home? You already are home. That was fast.
I had 2 quick through lines. So when Bob's escaping the prison, which is Walt, he's hiding and then he sees a cop car coming. And when it drives past, Wiggum's asleep driving the car. So that's a through line to the season.
Yeah.
Of Homer driving while asleep. And more of a whole series through line. So Bart and Milhouse were trying to like get Walt to break character and like sort of make it obvious that he's Sideshow Bob. And Bart was like, I know something he can't resist, and that's singing the fucking score to the 3 Little Maids from School We Are.
Yeah.
What school are we? And they both do that back and forth in the treehouse, and Bob doesn't join in, and then later does when they're in the car.
Yeah, it says the Bart, I can sing all the Gilbert and Sullivan I want.
And gets the fan out of the box with all the guns and knives. And
has it ready.
And like that was perfectly like in line with the Cape Fear episode.
It's also kind of perfectly in line with Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Just in general. Weirdly enough, like this morning when I was scrolling through Instagram, I just got one of those random fucking posts. It was like, here's all the information about Kelsey Grammer that you never fucking knew. He's had like one of the most tragic fucking lives possible.
Really?
Yeah, like pretty much everyone around him has just died in some terrible fucking circumstance. And his...
He really encapsulates Sideshow Bob then.
His way of like... sort of medicating himself essentially was to just get really deep into like Shakespeare and all of that kind of culture. So it does sort of make sense that his character would be interested in all of these. What kind of style of music would you say this is?
It's musical, isn't it?
Musical, yeah.
Yeah.
Like show tunes, musical.
Yeah. It's nice to see someone that's had so much tragedy not turn to like alcohol and drugs either, but he's like chosen something that interests him.
Oh no, I think he did that too, but he's past that.
But he's alive still.
Yeah.
All right. So reviews, there's 2. Yeah. All right. So Shannon Knoll's mum, Sharon Knoll of AOL TV, said, I'd say overall this ep ranks with some of the better Sideshow Bob eps, if not the very best. Certainly it beats the heck out of the Italian Bob and Funeral for a Fiend, sorry. So they must have been like before season 21, but after the good years.
The Italian Job is like the one where they go to Italy and Sideshow Bob has a family in Italy. It is bad.
Okay, that's the 8th episode of season 17, apparently.
Yeah, it is shit.
And then Funeral for a Fiend is 8th episode of season 19. So
no idea.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on. I have seen that second one too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that second one, but I remember that first one, the Italian one. It's bad.
Just being poo.
Yeah.
Cool. The other one is Robert Canning of IGN. Gave it an 8.5 rating, stating that it was great. And overall, this was a great return to form for an appearance from Sideshow Bob. The ventral character has been let down by recent episodes, but the Bob Next Door has reminded us of what makes Bob so much fun. Canning later named the Bob Next Door the best episode of the season, tied with The Squirt and the Whale, which was also quite good. I think that was last week's season.
No, that was the one that we watched when we were in Bateman's Bay.
Oh, okay. Which was pretty good.
it was okay, but it wasn't as good as like this, American History Excellent. There was a couple of like really good episodes this season, but I wouldn't say that Squirt and the Whale one fits into it. It was a good episode.
I would still say this is the best episode of the season.
100%.
And it's not even close.
No.
But like I spoke about at the start, it's because you've already got like the established like greatness of a character like Sideshow Bob, and the fact that it gives a different flavor to the episode. It is a Simpsons episode, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's just a different level of like perspective,
like that thriller essence to it.
You're actually like looking at certain things and trying to figure out like how's he tricking everybody, as opposed to just watching a Simpsons episode for the sake of watching a Simpsons episode.
But it also doesn't have that like really awful style of joke writing where it's just like, let's repeat the same thing 40 times in a scene and just hope that someone laughs.
Yeah, like next week.
Does anyone out there like me yet?
I fucking love trains! Whoa! Whoa!
All right. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Get at us at nokids3moneypodcast@gmail.com, and we'll speak to you guys next week.
Ciao.
You're not mad at me, are you?
So we asked ourselves, who's behind the badge? Police cops? Police cops.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about that is